Hooty hoo, all my stock market gamblers. Welcome today. It's Wednesday, Fed Day. Fed just came out and said, not going to raise interest rates. We're just going to talk about raising interest rates. Maybe we're thinking about raising interest rates, but we're not going to raise interest rates right now. We don't care if inflation is running at 7%. We don't care if it's really running at 15%. We cannot raise interest rates. We say we have tools, but we really don't have tools. We know we don't have tools. Look it. The markets have been all over the place this week. I mean, 1,000-point swings in either direction. By the end of the day, this could swing another 1,000 points one way or the other. What am I doing? Well, I'm playing the swings. I'm just playing the swings. Right now, I think we're going to get a little relief rally maybe for a day and go higher. Do I think we've seen the bottom yet? No, I don't think we've seen the bottom yet. I think we're still going to come back down once we get a little counter trend rally, a little relief rally headed up, and then I think we're going to come back down. Now, the good news is once we do finally find the bottom, I don't think we've seen the top yet. I don't think we've seen the highest records in the S&P and the NASDAQ. I think we're going to see a new record still this year. I think they're going to plow more money into this. I really do. They say they're going to raise interest rates. They say they're going to taper, but that's just talk. They ain't doing anything. They really aren't. So anyways, I think we're going to see a farther low after a little relief rally here. It's relief rally. Come down, make a new bottom here. We're going to find the bottom eventually, and that's going to be a great trading opportunity because we're down about 20% on the NASDAQ, and when you get a move back to new highs, that's a 20% move, and I think it will do it this year. Now, I do still think a crash is coming down the road. I just don't think this is it. It could be it. I don't believe it is, but it could be. Look, the Federal Reserve is not your friend. I mean, they want to be your friend. They want the markets to go up, but then they're just going to destroy us with inflation. Okay, well, they don't have any tools. They say they have tools. The only thing they can do is print money and raise interest rates. Well, they can't raise interest rates because then we can't pay for all the money that we printed. They're in a rock and a hard place. I don't want to go on about the Fed here. I mean, I basically want to talk about how we can fix the problems, how we can fix our nation. You see, we could do it in 3 simple steps. That's what George Gammon always says. 3 simple steps. Love when he says that. But anyways, let's talk about the 3 steps that I would do if I wanted to fix the country. And this wouldn't solve all the problems, but it would be a great start. Look at step number 1. We need free markets. Free markets. There's no price discovery in the markets right now. Look at homes where I live for 1,200 square feet sell for $3 million. They're not worth $3 million. Now, why are they selling for $3 million? Well, it's because Apple Computer's worth $3 trillion. Apple Computer's not worth $3 trillion. Why are they worth so much? It's because of all the money that's printed. Look, we do not have free markets. The markets are manipulated. Mortgage markets in the real estate's manipulated. Interest rates manipulate how much stock companies can buy back. It manipulates the stock market. We need free markets, free market capitalism. What a concept. I know the current political, politicians, they don't want free market capitalism anymore. Oh, no, no, no. We want socialism. We want to help the poor people. Help the poor people with free market capitalism. Look, okay, to get this price discovery, you're going to have to make changes. Nobody wants to make these changes. Yeah, you're going to have to end the Fed. You're going to have to end them. They are manipulating the markets. There are no free markets as long as we have a Federal Reserve. Okay, what's that step number 1? Okay, I want to move on to step number 2, how I would fix our country. I would go back to sound money. Look, we have to stop printing money. We have to stop spending money that we don't have. The United States has been spending money we don't have to the tune of $30 trillion. Now, I know there's another $100 trillion in unfunded liabilities, but we're $30 trillion in debt. Why? How do you get in debt? You spend money that you don't have. We have to stop doing that. Now, I know people don't want to stop doing that because it would be really painful. It would be very painful. Prices would come back to where they're supposed to be, but we have to get back to sound money. How about a gold standard? It doesn't have to be 100%. How about 10% gold standard? Look, somewhere you got to stop the printing of money. You just have to stop it, and you can stop it by going back to sound money. These spending bills of $2, $3, $4, $5, $6 trillion, whatever they want to spend, they cannot go on like this. The country is in trouble. This is the country that I love. This is the country that I've lived in my whole life. I don't want to move. A lot of people are leaving the country. A lot of people are leaving the state I live in. If you live in California, a lot of people are getting out because they want to double our taxes. Why they want to double our taxes? Well, so we can spend more money. But look at, people can't afford to pay more taxes, especially not double. Oh, we're just going to tax the rich people. Well, why don't you start doing that instead of taxing me with all this inflation? That's 10% of everything tax. Stop taxing me that. Stop spending money you don't have. Stop printing money. Look at, okay, so number one, we go to free markets. Price discovery, get rid of the Fed. Step number two, we go to sound money. Maybe a gold standard, maybe a partial gold standard. We have to stop printing money. We have to stop spending money we don't have. Okay, here's the third step. The third step. How about stop selling our government and have the government serve the people again? Look, at our government is for sale. And there's laws that protect these companies like Facebook. They can go out and buy the president if they want. They can spend $10 billion, $100 billion to put their guy in the president office. You can spend any amount of money you want. It doesn't, the people aren't in charge. The people, look at, this country is the people. That's the country. Corporations are not the country. The country is the people. And we got to take the country back. And we got to do this by not selling the government to the corporations. Lobbying should be illegal. We got to stop these lobbyists that come to Washington with their pockets filled with money and they just give it to the politicians. We got to stop this from happening. Look, at our country, we're circling the drain. I hate to say it. I don't want to be negative. We can fix this, but it's going to take all of us. I mean, everybody's got to get behind that. And right now, the movement is not for free markets. The movement's to capitalism. The movement's not to sound money. The movement, we want you to print more trillions of dollars so we can get more money in our hands and then watch inflation grow. That's what people want. They don't want sound money. They don't want free markets. And apparently they don't want to own their own government. They want to sell it off to the corporations. Okay, that's my rant for today. I got a little carried away. Now, a couple of you probably missed me. I didn't get a Monday one out or Tuesday. I've been kind of busy just doing other projects. Now, I'm an old guy, but I still doing projects. I still got real estate clients. I must have 4 or 5 buyers right now. Buyers are hard because it takes time. You have to go open up houses and let them in and show them houses. I tell them not to buy, but they really want to buy. They just don't want to pay the price that the market's at right now. Well, maybe the market will come back in. We'll see. I hope it does. I think it will. I think that interest rates will eventually creep up. Now, the Fed, once again, let's get back to that for a moment. The Fed, we went no raising interest rates. Do you realize that interest rates are at 0%? 0%. That's where the Fed has them pegged at. This is supposed to be a great economy. We got inflation running rampant. Shouldn't we move the interest rate off 0%? I mean, unbelievable. You can't make this stuff up. It's just crazy out there right now. I don't get it. I don't get it. Maybe you can explain it to me in the comments how this all works. I know how it's all going to end. It's all going to blow up. It's not going to be good. When the end comes, I mean, you want to protect yourself, get some gold, get some silver, get some extra food. Man, we got these food shortages going on now in the store. Go to a grocery store. Maybe the shelves where you're at are all full. I go in there sometimes and I look and go, wow, they're starting to get empty. Look, they call it the supply chain. Maybe it is a supply chain. I don't know. I just know you might want to have some extra food at home, have some extra water at home. Look, I'm not a prepper. I don't think it's the end of the world coming. I think we'll go on. I mean, during the Great Depression, things still move forward. I do think we're good in the Depression again. Actually, I think we're probably already there. If they'd stop printing money, we could find out exactly where we are. But they're going to continue to print money because nobody wants to feel any pain. We're just a feel-good. That's what we are. We're a feel-good country. We don't need pain. We don't even want pain. Pain's not for us, no. Anyways, I'm Tall Mike. I went on a little rant there, and I don't know how many videos I'll get out now and then. Right now, I've been busy with other projects I'm working on, but I'll try to come and talk to you guys as often as I can when I have something to say. A lot of times, I just don't have anything to say. I just shake my head. You know, today I just shook my head, but it got me a little upset, so I come on here and I start talking to you. Now, I know some of you will unsubscribe. A lot of my friends have unsubscribed from me when I go over this stuff. They don't like hearing about it. I don't like talking about it. It's got to change, and we got to change. Me and you, we got to stay and fight. We're the ones that are going to make it happen. Get out there. Have a great Wednesday, everybody. I'm Tall Mike. I hope we talk again soon. Bye-bye now.